Hello everyone, welcome to my channel today. I'm Tara with Pieces of Tara Artistry. I am going to go ahead and prep my edges here with the red and the magenta, Quinacradone magenta, straight from the tube. It helps to make sure that because you're using such thin paints, you don't get show through to the canvas, as well as it gets your edges tacky so the design sticks better to your edges. Now here's my Pearl Cell recipe. This is in both of the base coat colors, the red, this custom red that I'm using, as well as the magenta. They both have that satin enamel in them. Now the pour over color that I'm going to be using has no satin enamel in it. That is very important. To get pearl cells, you need to have the base coat that has the satin enamel in it, and your pour over colors or your Dutch pour colors or whatever you're putting over top of it should not have satin enamel in it, because otherwise it will not pearl. Another thing that you want to be real cautious of is that you don't have a lot of metallics. Here's the recipe that I use for my puddle colors or my pour over colors. This is a golden interference gold, which I love. But it doesn't, it has a history of not pearling great. And normally I put a white, like an Amsterdam white, underneath of the interference gold, and that seems to help. Otherwise I use like something that's very opaque that has a titanium white in it, because titanium white is very heavy, the satin enamel is light, and I think that this quinacridone, the interference gold is also very light. So there's a reaction there as far as paint densities that doesn't really allow the pearls to pop through really great. The other thing is that red is a denser color. So it needs more satin enamel normally, and I didn't add any extra because I had just done a pour painting with these two colors, and I used the Amsterdam white in my puddle color, and I got great cells. So I didn't even really think about it. And so on this one, you'll see I get minimal cells, pearl cells. There are some that do pop through, but not a lot. And the other thing is when you do the interference gold right on top of a dark color, that interference gold is going to dry darker than if you say put it over a white color. It's just going to be very ethereal and light. But when you like put this over the red, and it like really dried yellow, almost like a yellow gold, which is fine. I mean, I'm okay with it, but if that's not the look you're going through, put a white layer between the interference gold and the satin enamel base coat, and I think you'll have better results. I know I have done that before, and I did have better results that I liked better anyway. So the colors that I'm laying down here, I blew it out, and I was really underwhelmed at how it looked. And so I let it set up for a little while, and it does actually, it pearls actually kind of pretty with the red pearls. The cells really pop through because the paint densities on this one are really extremely different. So there are just tons of cells. Okay, and then off camera, I tried to fix it, and it was terrible. So now I am scraping that one, and I am going to do another Dutch pour through this section. And when you do this, you're scraping off all that satin enamel, so you're not going to get pearl cells coming through your Dutch pour portion, which is fine. I actually like it better if I don't. And like I said, the difference, that red is a metallic, that magenta I think is pretty light, because when I put this Jade Green and the Slate over top. And then also the Porch Posse, because they're all metallics, they're pretty light. And so the other three colors, that light gray and the Jade and that Slate gray, are heavy. The reactions with these paints are actually really, really pretty. I loved how these all reacted together. Like, the cells are awesome. I mean, you may not think so, but I think they were. I was really like super intrigued watching this one set up. And there is kind of do a little bit of a time lapse here to see. I mean, all of these cells are really cool. So you see, here's the wet results. The cells in the Dutch pour portion are really cool. I got a couple of just really, I mean, the pearl cells that I did get, now these are just the cell reaction. I love that knockoff, you guys. I love it. I've used it on a few paintings by Porrage Posse. It is one of my favorite colors right now, so you guys need to check it out. It's a really beautiful color. The sage green is also super pretty, and I really love it. And it's a custom mixed color. I like how all these colors kind of played really well together. Look at those cells, like tons of cells. They are just so pretty. And they dried pretty too. They dried just like they look here, which I will show you those results too. Now I'm going to show you my minimal pearls. They are actually really perfectly round pearls, the few that I got, but I didn't get very many at all. Which I guess you live and learn, and sometimes I forget. So here it is dry, you guys. See, the pearls all like stuck around, or I'm sorry, the cells all stuck around. They're all mixed really beautifully together. The colors looked really, really pretty together. See how dark gold, the interference gold dried over top of the red. So that's what I'm saying. If you want a lighter interference, more ethereal look, then put a white layer between the base coat and maybe an interference color, because you're going to get better results. I think less bright gold results and more like an ethereal lighter gold, which I like the ethereal look better, but this is fine. It's totally different, way different than anything else I do. So guys, that's it. If you like what you see, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll check you guys out on the next one. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye all.